I didn't go to Malaysia chasing adventure. It wasn't on my bucket list. It wasn't even a dream destination. It was just practical. A visa run, leave Thailand, stamp out, stamp back in, reset the clock. That's how I ended up on a long bus ride south. Palm plantations rolling past the window, villages flashing by, the road stretching forever. At the border, fluorescent lights, the snap of passports opening, the sharp crack of rubber stamps, and then Malaysia, a whole new country. But for me, just time to kill. I drifted into Penang, colonial facades, neon-lit bars, temples heavy with incense. The air is thick, tropical, different from Thailand, but electric in its own way. I checked into a cheap guest house, and that's where I met them, 2 Australians. Loud, sunburned, easygoing in that way only Australians can be. Within minutes we were laughing. Strangers turned drinking buddies, all on the same mission. Stamp the passport, drink the hours away, head back when it was over. The first night set the tone. A little bar on a narrow street, cold beers sweating in the heat. 1 round became 3, 3 became 7, and then the details started to fade. I remember flashes, us weaving down lantern-lit alleys, the clang of woks, a street hawker tossing flames high into the night, spicy noodles that made us cough, then laugh harder, another flash, sitting on a crumbling seawall, the Australians trading wild stories, a motorbike crash in Bali, a girlfriend back home. The words blurred, but the feeling stuck, being untethered, floating, no one expecting anything from me, no one telling me where I needed to be. The mornings were rough, dry mouth, ceiling fan clicking overhead, trying to remember how the night had ended, and then, inevitably, running into the Australians again, the cycle starting all over. But somewhere in that haze, something shifted. Up until then, Thailand was just an escape, temporary. I told myself I'd go back to work soon, and deal with whatever Barney decided. But in Malaysia, beer in hand, listening to those Australians talk about drifting from one country to the next, I realized something. I didn't care what Barney decided. One of them shrugged and said, "As long as it feels good, mate." And it hit me. I didn't need a timeline. I didn't need permission. I didn't need my boss to decide. Whatever he chose back at the office, it didn't matter, because I had already made my choice. I was done. I was going to quit my job, stay in Thailand, and figure it out from there. It was exhilarating, and it was also freeing. Like coming up for air after being underwater too long. By the time I left Malaysia, I hadn't seen much. Mostly bars, dim streets, the inside of my guest house. But I came back with something bigger than memories. I came back with a decision. When I boarded that bus north, I wasn't just holding a stamped passport. I was carrying resolve. The Australians kept drinking, kept laughing, kept drifting toward their next adventure. Mine was waiting across the border, and this time, I wasn't running away. I was running toward the life I wanted to create.